course, we're getting all the credit now on the Calm Down podcast. We hope to officiate the wedding.
The nectar of the gods.
When y'all get married, let your boy Flavor Flav be the officiator. I would love to officiate the wedding. You know what I'm saying?
If you guys need a DJ, Travis and Taylor.
Yeah, exactly. You guys, if you need a comedian to go as well, I can do some stand-up.
Let's all get on that wedding.
When Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announced their engagement, the floodgates opened, and Hollywood plus a few politicians wasted no time shooting their shot. From mayors to rock legends, cake bosses to hype men, everyone suddenly wants a piece of the wedding of the century. Here are the celebs who shamelessly pitched themselves for a role in the big day. Number 10, Erin Andrews and Charissa Thompson. If there's anyone who deserves a VIP seat, scratch that, the entire front row at the Swift-Kelce wedding, it's Erin Andrews and Charissa Thompson. These two aren't just sports broadcasters, they're basically the unofficial matchmakers who got the ball rolling on the whole love story. Back in 2023, they were hyping Travis on their podcast like he was a prize on The Bachelor. Taylor, this guy's tall, handsome, NFL royalty and funny. Swipe right already. Fast forward 2 years and boom, ring on her finger, champagne flowing, and Erin and Charissa are like, yep, that was us. You're welcome, America. They've even publicly campaigned to officiate the wedding. Picture it. Andrews in a power suit, Charissa cracking jokes, and the vows pausing for instant replay. Honestly, that's the kind of chaos this wedding needs.
Of course, we're getting all the credit now on the Calm Down podcast. We hope to officiate the wedding.
And let's not forget, they vacationed with Taylor and Travis in Montana. That's not casual, that's inner circle. At this point, if they don't get a mic at the reception, it's basically a crime. Number 9, Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas. Listen, when your love story practically owns a city, you better believe the mayor's gonna want in. Enter Kansas City's own Quinton Lucas, the man who runs Kelce's adopted hometown and apparently wants to run the wedding too. Back in 2023, Lucas was already pitching himself harder than a politician on Election Day. If they need me to officiate, I'm there. Translation? Forget potholes, forget policy, give this man a mic, a Bible, and an aisle. And he's doubled down ever since. On CNN, he called the potential nuptials a Hallmark movie on steroids. Honestly, he's not wrong. Arrowhead Stadium packed with fans, Taylor walking down the 50-yard line, confetti cannons instead of flower petals, Kansas City would never recover. He even joked that officiating Swift and Kelce's vows would outshine his mayoral career. That's not a joke, that's facts. Now he's blasting reminders on Instagram like, offer still stands. Quinton, we get it, you're ready. Honestly, if this wedding isn't at Arrowhead with Mayor Lucas at the altar, KC might riot. Number 8, Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee. When politicians start thirst tweeting about your wedding, you know the hype is real. Case in point, Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee, who jumped on X like a wedding planner with state funding. His pitch? Rhode Island has some of the best wedding venues in the world, just saying. Translation? Taylor, please use your Watch Hill mansion so I can brag about it at every press conference until retirement. And honestly, the man has a point. Taylor's $17.5 million seaside estate has already hosted Hollywood sleepovers with Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Bradley Cooper, and yes, Kelce himself. Imagine swapping out beach bonfires for an actual wedding altar with waves crashing behind them. That's not a wedding, that's a Nicholas Sparks novel with a better soundtrack. Rumors are even swirling that summer 2026 could see Swift and Kelce say I do in Rhode Island. McKee's probably already practicing his toast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ocean State, where love stories come with lobster rolls. Number 7, Colorado Governor Jared Polis. We need to look no further than Colorado Governor Jared Polis, who is apparently a certified Swiftie wedding officiant. Yes, that's what he called himself when he hopped on social media to pitch the Rockies as the perfect I do backdrop. His message? Basically a Swiftie fever dream. Congrats, Taylor and Travis, your endgame. Your love story is so high school, and Colorado Swifties are down bad. Skip Florida and exchange your paper rings in the majestic Rocky Mountains. Sir, that's not a tweet, that's a full-on Easter egg hunt. And you know what? He's not wrong. Imagine Taylor walking down a mountain meadow aisle, Travis in a tux with cowboy boots, and snow-capped peaks as the ultimate stadium lights. Plus, Polis clearly knows his discography, dropping Lover, Reputation, and Tortured Poets references like he's auditioning for the Eras Tour himself. Number 6, Martha Stewart. When Taylor and Travis dropped their engagement bomb, Martha Stewart basically popped out of the champagne bottle like a genie. Within hours, the lifestyle queen posted, "Time to call in the ultimate wedding planner," casually sipping wine like she'd already signed the contract. Translation: move aside, Pinterest boards, Grandma's got this.
The nectar of the gods.
And let's be real, if anyone can turn a Kelce Swift wedding into a full-blown fairy tale, it's Martha. We're talking handcrafted invitations with gold-foiled edges, tablescapes so perfect even Blake Lively would cry, and probably a 6-tier cake made from lavender grown in her personal garden. Knowing her, she'll convince Travis to trade Bud Light for Nectar of the Gods Chardonnay before the first dance. The woman is 84 and still flexing harder than half of Hollywood. Forget just a wedding, she'd design a 3-day experience complete with farm-to-table rehearsal dinners, Swarovski crystal boutonnieres, and monogrammed linens guests would accidentally steal. Number 5, Flavor Flav. Picture this: Taylor Swift in a custom couture gown, Travis Kelce sweating bullets in his tux, and up at the altar, Flavor. Freakin' Flav. Giant clock necklace swinging, shades on and yelling, "Do you take this man to be your endgame?" Yeah, boy! Tell me that's not the best wedding visual of all time. The self-proclaimed King Swiftie wasted zero time after the engagement news, telling TMZ he wants to officiate. Not just attend, not just hype it from the sidelines, he wants to run the ceremony. Honestly, can you blame him?
When y'all get married, let your boy Flavor Flav be the officiator. I would love to officiate the wedding. You know what I'm saying?
The man has been loyal since the Eras Tour, trading friendship bracelets with fans like he's been in the fandom since Teardrops on My Guitar. And Flav came with pure sincerity too, blessing the couple with the longest, most prosperous marriage ever. Who knew the hype man of Public Enemy was also Cupid in disguise? Number 4, Foreigner. Most people send a gift when a couple gets engaged. Foreigner? They sent in a resume. The legendary rock band slid into Instagram with the smoothest pickup line ever. "Dear Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, we know what love is. We spent 40 years figuring it out, and now you guys have too. Please accept this as our formal offer to be your wedding band." Iconic. That's not a pitch, that's basically destiny. Think about it. Foreigner at the reception, belting "I Want to Know What Love Is" while Taylor slow dances with her NFL husband. Goosebumps. Confetti, tears, maybe even Mama Kelce sobbing into her Chiefs jersey. And you just know the whole place would turn into an arena rock sing-along when they hit Cold as Ice. Number 3, Buddy Valastro. The cake boss himself slid straight into the chat on September 5th with the ultimate flex. You know who to call if you need a wedding cake, Taylor and Travis. Translation: forget Costco sheet cakes. Buddy's ready to whip up a 10-tier masterpiece taller than Travis and cleats. And Buddy's not just some random pastry chef shooting a shot, he's got Swiftie receipts. Back in 2011, he posed with Taylor and his daughter Sophia during the Speak Now World Tour, complete with a custom cake featuring Swift figurines. 13 years later, the man's still repping hard, commenting, "I'm a Swiftie," like he's part of the Eras Tour crew. Respect! Can you imagine the options? A paper rings layer in gold fondant, a love story tier with edible castle turrets, maybe even a karma surprise layer filled with glitter sprinkles that shoot confetti the second you cut it. If anyone could turn Taylor and Travis's wedding dessert into a Broadway production with buttercream, it's Buddy. Number 2, Mark Ronson. In swoops Mark Ronson, casually sliding in a little "oh hey, I'll DJ your wedding too" while chilling on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. This isn't Craigslist. You can't just toss "wedding DJ available" into late-night TV and expect a booking. But honestly, if anyone can pull it off, it's Mark freaking Ronson.
If you guys need a DJ, Travis and Taylor.
Yeah, exactly.
This man has Grammys, an Oscar, and possibly the cleanest vinyl collection in existence. Picture it. Taylor and Travis walking into the reception while Ronson spins a custom remix of "Shake It Off" layered over Uptown Funk. Aunt Karen from Missouri won't know whether to grab a champagne flute or break into a TikTok dance. And Ronson didn't even stop there. He joked about getting Paul McCartney involved, because sure, if you're gonna DJ, might as well have a Beatle as your wedding hype man.
Yeah. We have a whole new campaign.
We need to get McCartney on that campaign.
Taylor and Travis apparently want to keep things private, but if Ronson actually gets behind those turntables, the vibes will be anything but chill. Private? Please. that dance floor will be hotter than a Chiefs playoff game in overtime. Number 1, Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon has officially joined the long list of celebs campaigning for a role in Taylor and Travis's big day. While hosting The Tonight Show on September 11th, Fallon couldn't resist tossing his name into the ring right after guest Mark Ronson volunteered to DJ the wedding. Never one to miss a comedic beat, Fallon quipped, "If you need a comedian to go as well, I can do some stand-up."
You guys, if you need a comedian to go as well, I can do some stand-up.
Let's all get on that wedding.
The timing was perfect. Ronson was already joking about DJing, while his stepdad's band, Foreigner, offered to be the live music, so Fallon leaned into the chaos. Imagine! Mark Ronson spinning mashups, Foreigner belting out "I Want to Know What Love Is," and Jimmy Fallon slipping in a tight 5 between the maid of honor speech and the champagne toast. That's not a wedding reception. That's basically an NBC variety special waiting to happen. Fallon, of course, is no stranger to Swift's orbit. From musical impressions to sketch comedy, he's been one of her loudest cheerleaders on late night for years. Sliding into the wedding comedian slot feels very on brand for the former SNL star, who's just as comfortable breaking into song as he is roasting himself mid-monologue. Whether Taylor and Travis actually want Fallon doing stand-up at their reception is another story, but given the steady stream of celebrities pitching themselves for wedding roles, Fallon might just have a shot. At the very least, if he doesn't make the final cut, expect him to spin the whole thing into a comedy sketch anyway. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.